Hi, this is Old Gaming Guru. I'm actually going to start a series which I am calling Fallout 4 Must Die. This is my attempt to kill everything in Fallout 4, all factions, all cities, everything. And I am going to start this off by leaving the vault. And I've got a couple mods loaded up, including Cheat Terminal, and I'll put them down in the description for you. But my goal here is to quickly get some companions that add a lot of value, get a really good gun, some good armor, and then I am going to play nice for a while, but I have a nefarious plan in which I am going to try to basically destroy every faction in Fallout 4, waste of their cities. I'll probably partner up with the Raiders to destroy parts of the Commonwealth. I am just going to go berserk here and try to get as much XP as possible, get all of my companions, and then what my plan is once we have Scorched Earth, I am going to go ahead and then repopulate the planet in my likeness with my companions and basically just go ahead and become a benevolent ruler once I've destroyed everything. Because let's face it, there's not much out there that you really need or is worthwhile here in the Commonwealth. So the first person that I'm going to go enlist in my mission is probably going to be my most troublesome companion, which is Heather. And I know she's really not going to like me later on as I unfold my plan to befriend the Raiders and kill Preston Garvey and all that kind of good stuff. So however, she is going to be absolutely necessary for my start. So what I do right now is I teleport to her. She is near the Wildwood Cemetery, and really quickly is I'm going to get to her by by using the cheat panel to go ahead and teleport to Wildwood
Accurate, the
Cemetery,
highest
and then
quality
I'm going
alternative
to bring
medicine
her
products you
quest
can
up,
find
and
in the
then here
Commonwealth
she
today.
is.
Interested?
Hi, Heather. Fancy
Is
meeting you
chems all
here.
you've got?
No, not camp. I use plants and
Right.
traditional medicine cures. It's true. Got a question for you.
I
When you walk
love
up to
Heather
it,
and her alternative medicines and
I lead
crafting
the boy to
stuff.
safety,
And she's
then turn
great
him over to
because
someone in charge.
she is a
sounds
companion and she
but
also has an affinity
where are you headed?
system, so
It's none of your
she
business.
It's
will
cool.
rank up
We don't have
while
to talk
you
about it.
do.
I need a
But
partner.
she
I need to get
also
off
has
with you.
some of the
And
best
you know,
dialogue in the
Uh huh.
game, and she is just a fun companion to be with. Plus,
I think
she
you need
does
to
not
sweeten the
take up
deal.
a
nope,
spot
not gonna
in
happen.
your
I
companion
like your
slot.
style though.
So that
Seems
means
like
you
I
can
was right about
have
you.
another companion to
So,
go
will you
along
take my offer?
with
Team
her,
up with me?
Hmm.
so you can have two companions
Sounds
right
good.
from the
Fan
get-go, and we're going to
fucking
even add
tastic.
more because we want to
My
build
name's
up
Kasdan.
an
Heather
army of future
Kasdan.
wives
Nice to meet you.
and
Been on the road
soldiers
my whole
here.
life.
Right.
So
If something is going on in the
little does
Commonwealth,
Heather know
I
she is
know
being
about it.
sucked into my nefarious
Traders love to
plans
gossip.
to destroy all of
I
Fallout.
have a newspaper article. I don't want to talk about it, but it's
So
true.
you just go
Someone
through the
did get out,
dialogue here
and it
with
was
her.
me.
I'm just kind of giving you an idea of
Oh,
what she
one more
talks
thing.
about. If you've
I've got
never
a
used her
transponder for you to
before,
carry.
you can
You can
find
own,
her
and I'll be able to track you if we get
down in
separated.
the description where
That's
you can
it.
go
That's all I've
download
got.
her on
It's
Nexus.
time to rock and roll.
And she is also available on the Bethesda site and the MO site. So I'm going to grab her. I'm going to read the propaganda she gives me, which then opens up a bunch of quests. By the way, Heather takes a long time to level up and can be a little bit confusing as to how her affinity works. Just stick her in your companion slot and then go ahead and do nice things. So we're going to have to be Mr. Goody Two Shoes until Heather professes her undying love, and then I have to struggle with the fact is I'm not being Mr. Nice Guy anymore. But that will be long past. She'll be maxed out by the time I get into that. So we're getting Heather. Then we're going to move to the next location, which is Covenant. And you can see here it was struggling a little bit because she's given me a ton of quests and things I need to do. And this will probably
You trying
surprise
to
a
pick
lot
me
of
up?
people, but my next companion pick is a
You
little
interested in
known
traveling together?
character named
Oh,
Mollie the
yeah. Let's
Cheerleader,
get
who
moving.
is cute but has some of the most annoying dialogue in the game. So if you like Valley Girls 1980, you're going to love Molly. I grab Molly. By the way, I do not go into Covenant but she is at Covenant, so go to Covenant, get her, and then I teleport using the cheat terminal to Walden Pond. And you can see here I'm running from my Walden Pond landing point to that drain right there. You can actually see it from where you land. But once you go in this drain, I'm going for my next objective, which is a gun. To get the gun, and more importantly,
Hey,
the legendary
Hey,
weapon, it's an actual wrench, Big Jim. I have to go into this tunnel here. I am really squishy at level 1 with no armor. I didn't even grab the starter
hey,
armor
what's up?
and gun off the raider right outside of Sanctuary on the bridge.
No problem.
So, because I am so squishy with my vault suit and my 10 millimeter, what I am doing right now is
hey.
what I'm going
What's
to
up?
do a lot. My companions don't
Roger
even know
that.
I'm doing it. I send them into danger because Heather's got really, really good armor. I send them into danger. Here she is. Oh, she took that one straight in the face. Her and Molly leap into action to save my butt. And it's much more fun watching them kill people than having me do it. And then I'm going to start looting stuff. Oh, God, I thought that was actually a chest of some sort. No, so poor Bear's gotten it here. And I'm starting to get my first good pieces of armor. By the way, with this plan, we are going
Sure.
to ramp up our armor and our firepower really fast. And there's an excellent video on how to craft this gun. I'll link it down in the description. I think it's from Phobius, but I'll put his information down there below. He has an excellent video on how to do all this, and he covers the same thing I'm covering here. I just do something a little bit different than he did. But if you want to see what he did, I'll put a link to his video down below. We get everything we can out here that's worth carrying. We got one more room to move into, and then we'll find Big Jim. So I'm going back to my usual. If it's got oil, aluminum, gears, or circuitry, I'm grabbing it. Otherwise, it probably pretty much stays on the ground. And I'm not sure I did. I don't even think I drew my weapon in that last room. So, okay, so I'm just checking here to see basically really quickly what I've got myself armed with. And did I get what I need? I did. And there is the gun that I'll choose later. I'm equipping it now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the legendary crippling effect off of the wrench and I'm going to put it on that gun. Later, I'll put it on an assault rifle I obtained in part 2. So it
What's up?
becomes a crippling machine with
Got it.
some actual oomph to it. You can run with that pipe gun for quite some
Roger
time,
that.
as Phobius shows in his video. I choose to up my firepower quickly because I got to get to my end game, which is destroying all of Fallout 4. So now, oh hey, I actually do something. Let's check out. Hey, that pipe rifle's a little more powerful than I remember. We got it. Oh, we got. My name's Walter. I got to kill myself. All right, so I decide that I'm taking too much damage, so we let Heather take care of it. And we go in and search this room. And so what I'm looking for is Big Jim. And by the way, it's not in the safe. It's on a bench somewhere. Oh, and I want to grab that key. It unlocks the gift shop above me. Okay, so did I grab Big Jim? No. I grabbed some armor though, so we're going to put some of that on. Might help me survive some encounters. Then I'm going to basically loot everywhere. As you can see, I'm still looking for Big Jim. I'll grab some food. I might need that. I can't pick that lock. I don't think I even have any bobby pins at this point. Like I said, I think I'm still level 1 here. And let's see if we get any bottle caps. No, but we got a bottle cap mine that's worth some caps and a souvenir. Rad-X. Ooh, helmet. Good, good. Always, always, always grab a helmet if you get one. It will save your butt more than you think. And once you can modify it, it will be amazing. You won't believe how much damage resistance it'll give you. By the way, I
Hey.
really stupidly just looked over Big Jim.
Got it.
So now I'm a little bit at a loss what to do. So I'm going to go
Roger
see what
that.
this door up here does.
Ugh,
But I
there's
just
something in
passed
my
over it. You
way.
do not have to unlock the gift shop if you don't want to. There's not much up here which you will see. But I will go up and loot the gift shop, see if there's anything else to fight up here. And what's
Nice
up
spot for a
here?
party, you know?
Oh, some caps,
Some
good.
booze, a big fire.
By the way, you want to grab as many caps, and Heather just tripped a bomb of some sort. Told you she has pretty good armor. But you want to get as much bottle caps as possible, and later on you want to loot as much stuff as possible to sell, because you want to buy some of Heather's tonics and potions, and you'll also want to buy some of her uh, craftable items.
If I only had
She
a
is
bobby pin.
wonderful because she will sell you crafting components that you will have a hard time finding anywhere else. And it only gets better with her if you take her to junkyards. She'll have more things to offer. Okay, nothing much else up here. Let's go find Big Jim and end
There's a
part
detective in
one.
Diamond City we have to go see.
Yeah, yep, I'm only level 1 still. Do. Now we come on back down. Where's Big Jim? Big Jim, Big Jim. Remember, he's a pipe wrench. I'm looking right at him again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go. 20% chance to cripple the target's leg. Now, you may not think that's a lot, but when you're fighting a death claw or something else that has a lot of hits and you're spraying him down, you will find that this will actually wreck their legs really quickly, which means they are completely immobile and cannot get to you. That means you can finish them off at your leisure. I then exit Walden Pond, go back into the gift shop, and then I fast travel to Sanctuary. Now, in Sanctuary, we're going to go ahead and I just put a couple tips up there, but is we're going to go ahead and scavenge everything we can in Sanctuary, and then we're going to modify this gun. So take some time, do Codworth's quest. It's a really simple quest. You get some XP, you might even get to level 2, and then you're going to do the following if you want. What I'm doing right now is I'm using Cheat Panel. I am raising all my base stats. If they're 1, except for intelligence, I am raising them 1 level to 5. So if they are 1, I raise them to 5. If they are more than 5, I raise them by 1. And I'm just giving myself a little bit of a boost here because, quite honestly, it could be just a little bit slow leveling in the beginning and you get killed really quick. And my goal is to get the end game as quickly as possible. So I am giving myself some perks and some additional special points. I usually give myself perks that I normally would not pick up or may help me move through the game fast, but I only give myself 1 point. As Cheat Terminal says, either you cheat or you don't. By the way, you do not have to. You can go ahead and run as is, but on my 8th walkthrough here of the game, I like to go ahead and get out of early game and get into end game as quickly as possible. Plus, I also usually stop too when I hit a level 100. So I'm not one of those guys that goes at 250. I like to try a variant of the game like I am right now. But as you can see here, I'm giving myself a number of just 1 point in the perk, and it's usually stuff that I normally would not pick. right away, or it's something that's going to help me do a little bit more damage to help me get through these first initial rounds, because I am going to be taking on a little bit harder than normal monsters. Alright, so things like science, I pick up a level in science, chemist. As you can just see here, I just go through each of the different specials, and then I get a couple perks for them, like gunslinger. Why not pick up a point in that? Sneak, action boy, definitely ninja, quick hands for reloading, and then luck, better criticals, scrounger, bloody mess. Might as well get more bottle caps. Might as well do a little extra damage. Mysterious stranger, idiot savant is a must because I have 2 intelligence. Grim Reaper, 4 leaf, and that pretty much gets me to where I want to be. So at that point, I close cheat panel. Excuse me, cheat terminal. I check my stats. You can see I didn't go real bonkers here. So the only 2 things that I do with cheat terminal are ammo and stats. I don't give myself a more powerful weapon, which I could.
I'm killing raiders.
And then I
Sounds like just
also
another
go
day in the
ahead and use it
Commonwealth,
for
right?
fast travels.
But it's not. It's really creepy.
I
After
just,
he kills them,
once
he leaves a
again, I'm
calling
not in
card
the
so
game to
everyone knows
grind.
it was
I'm in the
him.
game to do content.
Hope he doesn't come
So
after
I want to get
traitors
from
next.
point A to point B as quickly as possible. And if I don't know the place, I don't want to run halfway across the map to get there. Fallout is legendary for sending you to places that you don't even have. That's all the way across the map or not even on the current map to go do a quest. So what could be a really simple 20-minute run turns into an hour and a half run. And I know I miss a lot of content, but I go for the scripted content and characters. So that's what I'm doing. So now I'm modifying. Okay, so I've got a heavy frame receiver on this pipe rifle. Do I want to put anything else on it? And I'm at a weapons bench. I'm going to put a compensator to reduce the recoil. I've got a heavy frame receiver, a long barrel to increase my accuracy. And then I want to go ahead and put the legendary on. So I remove it from the pipe wrench, and then I go find it here. It should be called kneecapper, and I'm going to put that on that pipe rifle. Next, I'm going to get an assault rifle. That's my step 2. And then I'll put it on there, and then an enlarged barrel. I took one gun nut. I'll take another gun nut. So 2 gun nuts. I should be able to put on increased ammo capacity, rapid fire. So I should have a gun that will fire a lot of bullets quickly, which will then trigger the kneecapper, which will then completely paralyze my enemies so I can kill them at my leisure. Okay, so now you see we have the pipe revolver rifle with kneecapper. It's got a heavy barrel and it's doing 32 damage, which sucks, but right now I'm level 1 and the things that I'm fighting are not leveled very high. So that should take care of me. I want to store all the rest of this stuff. I want to definitely get my mining helmet on. And I should be pretty much good to go for the next step. Another thing too is I like to raise my strength stat to 5 so that way I don't have to run back to my workbench to store stuff. Really quickly, I'm going to go see if I can, at this point, put anything on my armor. I've got a point in the armorer skill, the perk armorer. So can I actually increase the armor value of any of this, like change some of these from light to heavy? I don't think I can. And I may not have the components. Nope, see, I'm short. So you can get some of this in Sanctuary, but chances are this first part here, you will not get enough stuff to actually mod your armor at all. The goal in armor is to get ballistic weave, which is from the railroad. Get it as quickly as possible, and I'll do that in a later video. But that's it pretty much for today. This is the start of Fallout 4 MD, a series that I have in which I go and try to